hang about. I've
Mhm.
been told that. I play soccer, I fight my brothers, I get
Mhm.
on with it. Now you're telling me this, and then suddenly you go out
Mhm.
into the big bad world, and that world hadn't quite shifted as well. Still kind of the old school mentality. So
Mhm.
very confusing for me, particularly going through obviously being in an institution when you're young, you get a lot of mental health help for young people. That's what
Mhm.
happened. That was very confusing for me as well because my take of mental health is still the same as it was then as it is now. You're kind of taught
Mhm.
to be the victim, which isn't helpful. And that's why I said at the start of the
Mhm.
program, going to a new age retreat helped me because
Mhm.
I wasn't no longer the victim. I was the
Mhm.
culprit for all the
Yes.
things that were happening to me, and that
Yes.
helped me, which
Mhm.
ironically, long story short, I think the old method probably helped me. I'm a
Mhm.
man, it's my responsibility to deal with it. It's not someone else's responsibility to
Mhm.
fix it. And ironically, that's where we are today. I've lived my
Yeah.
life probably that old school way. My
Mhm.
problem, my fix, I'll do it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of important to remember as well.
Mhm. Yeah. I think it's interesting because I always say when I'm seeing clients there's for me a specific shift in the ages, and I say anyone who was born about 1990 until 2005, and those people, firstly, they do in their birth charts, they have more connection to their emotional and spiritual side, and the kids, your kids, my kids, they have so many more connections than we did. But that transition age, and because we were, both you and I at the end of that, coming towards 1990, but still not quite there, we were that little bit older when they went into that shift. And that age group of people, I find they're the clients that I get the most. And for men, they are very confused about what they're supposed to do because they're in between those two worlds. And when they were growing up, they sort of, what am I supposed to do with my masculine energy? Because at that age as well, we were screaming toxic masculinity everywhere. And so the men were like, well, my masculine energy is dangerous and I need to be not doing anything with that. But then I can't be feminine because then nobody likes me and everyone thinks I'm weak. And they kind of ended up in this weird nothing of like repressed emotions on all accounts, repressed rage. And a lot of them are so fearful of anger. And like for men, for masculine energy, anger is such a huge power to be able to use to motivate yourself to do things, that I've seen a lot of boys that age that just don't know what to do with it. And they can't figure out how to find the job they want. They can't figure out how to meet partners because they're so fearful of that masculine energy.